Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Dead, and I'm back again with another video. Today, we're going to be playing one of my favorite champions. We're going to be playing our boy, Akshan in the top lane. Alright? Today we have something a little different. I cooked up something. I think it's going to work pretty good, and we're going to see how it does. So, here's the runes. My background and thought process in this is the PTA is going to help me with lane phase. We're going to have a little bit of extra mana with the presence of mind, some attack speed of course, and since Ornn is tanky, we're going to have that cut down to just help us chip away at his HP. Demolish is going to be great with the build that we're about to talk about. So, I love to take towers, I want to get them plates, so that's going to help us always do that. And especially since, we're squishy and it takes time early to get these towers, it's going to help us knock them bad boys down. And of course, we're going to have bone plating for these combos with Ornn. He's going to try to do his full thing when he slams down his Q. The little rock comes up. He's going to go into it, knock us up, do a million CC. We're going to be super pissed off by it, and it's going to suck. So, if we have proper spacing and we're utilizing our bone plating correctly, we should kind of help with a little bit of that. Good trade by us there. We chunk this Ornn down to about 50%. You see us playing a little aggressive, trying to get this wave in. So the Ornn matchup, honestly, pretty volatile. He has tons of CC, which like all marksmen, it cooks us. It's awful. And especially into Akshan, where your mobility is very important, you're getting cooked, bro. You don't like that. But there's definitely kill opportunity, there's kill windows, but the timing and, depending on if the jungler is going to be there and how often, it's definitely tricky. Main thing we're focusing on in this matchup, more than anything else, is good positioning, playing on the outside of our, auto attack and Qs on these nice E swings. We're not trying to be like right on top of him where we're going to get, knocked up 50 billion times, ulted in one shot. We're just getting what we can, little chip damage here and there. Trying to make sure we CS well as well. Now you also can see that we did start not with the traditional item, but straight up with the coal. Now I've played this map so many times. I've tried Longsword, I've tried Doran's Blade. It just doesn't do it for me. And for my preference, I think it's better for me just to not fight too much, take what I can get. If the kill's there, there's some AD on the item to help. But I still have the ability to sit back, farm well, and get some of these items that's going to help me do stuff later on. And as you can see, we're already down to 77, 76 stacks on the coal. So we're alright. We're going to get paid in a bit. We just have to do our job. Now, in the current state of League with range top, marksman top, and such, there's always this stigma that you have to kill people. It's super broken. And that's just not the case. It's just not the case. Farming and getting money is always the #1 focus of League. League isn't your prototypical fighting game where kills is the only thing. You have to get resources, and that's the most important thing. So we're really going to stick onto that. Now, one thing you could look at the top of our health bar. Look at the little lines in it. I have 4 nodes. Look how many Ornn has. Okay, so he has a significant HP advantage on us at all times. Let's get a little back in. Spend some of this moolah. Nice play there. That should be a kill. Shen cooks him. Alright, we back. We get some AD, a little bit of attack speed. Really going to help us push the wave and get these CS as well. Now, Ornn is super tanky. Super tanky. And to be honest, I think he has one of the most perfect combos in the game. Not very clunky. They're kind of slow and you know what's happening, but everything he does perfectly synergizes with the next ability. It's one knock up into another, into a pillar, into an ult, and then all of a sudden you step one place and you're gone. You're off the map, you're sitting on a gray screen. So, really, really got to be on our toes. Just gonna see us here. We're cooking. Don't know where he's at. Now, in regards to the build, I have been playing a lot of Quinn. Having a lot of fun as Quinn. I think she's in a significantly better spot right now than Akshan, especially in top lane. Um, but since I've been playing her so much, I was like, man, this build is great. And with all the videos I've been posting of Gwen, we've been going static into Edge of Night and decent damage, and I just feel so safe. I feel so safe. I feel like the damage drop off isn't too crazy than going like full crit or something. I'm sitting there thinking like, man, what if I tried this on Akshan? And I already liked it playing with the somewhat split push style. What if I really, really lean into that? So that's what we're doing today. We're going to go static Shiv into Edge of Night and try to round that off with a Hull Breaker. And on top of that, like I said, we have our Demolish and stuff. So we're really, really going to try to focus on getting these plates, getting these towers, and at least have some type of silent pressure, because what does Akshan bring to the table? He just brings damage. We just bring kill pressure. Unlike Ornn, Mr. Do-It-All, he could do whatever he wants. He gives some damage, he gives some CC, tankiness, frontline, backline, make your team better, upgrade your items. So when it comes to usefulness, we're going to get outscaled in that part automatically. So why not have some tankiness? Why not, if he wants to go to the team fight, we just cook the towers. A little bit of PvE Akshan. Very nice trade. We get his flash there. Oof. Very, very nice. Very nice. We're getting what we can. The jungler's not really, really on us, so that's not too bad. There's this TP. And I really, really think Edge of Night is a super, super slept on item. Not only does it make you tankier with the HP, the spell shield, man, that spell shield is beautiful. Because one of the biggest things you could do with Akshan, with his E, is that people just walk at you or you bump into something and then you're cooked. But with the spell shield, you can fully get that swing off and not have to worry. It's awesome. Stuff going on by this objective. Let's just try to fight Ornn here, just to try to keep him away. Alright, we're fighting. We're fighting. Alright. It appears Echo does not want to help us. They're so low, though. They're so low. There should be at least a kill here. Oh, there's Flash. He's so low. Brother.
What?
Yeah. Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Alright, so we're back. Big wave coming into us. Unfortunately, we didn't get any kills there. Looks like the Echo just wanted to do his thing. I mean, I don't know why. He definitely could have got a reset, killed him and Azir, but what are we going to do? Nice double auto. Double auto. Here comes Shen too. Big taunt. And a shutty. Good money too. Let's push this wave in. And once we get static, we're going to be big cooking, because we can't really kill the Ornn later on into the game. As soon as he gets a lot of HP and resistances, it's going to be hard to kill him just in a 1v1. Really, really hard. So most Akshans are already going static, so it's not that big of a deal. We're not, opting into some completely different item. It's not back in the day Akshan when we're going, Kraken Slayer and it does true damage. Itemization is very different. The state of Akshan top is very different. So, if it was a different champion, maybe like a Fiora or, you know, a Quinn or a Jace or something, maybe this wouldn't be the build. I could go straight damage, especially if I get ahead. But I definitely think there's something here. We get some movement speed and stuff from static. We have these tier 2 boots. We really want to play our kiting, running around, and definitely being an annoyance. Decent trade still. Let's get some autos in. Nice Q. Almost done with our call too. Nice EOA. Now we don't have the largest mana pool, but I don't mind Eing away. I'll take that 70 mana cost for a third or a fourth of my HP. Because that's what Orange's going to do at all points of the game to us. So let's check. Let's get some stuff down. Let's get rid of this pink. Before he gets super tanky, we got to be aggressive like this. Nice. 3 CS for this Cole. Really want that money. Look at this guy's tower. We got a few plates. And now we just play the push game. Look at that static doing its job. Can we get the cannon? Oh my god, we get it for once. Beautiful. Cole is there. Boom. Serrated Dirk. E back to lane. That's one of my favorite E spots to go. Let's just try to get to lane as soon as we can. Save the TP for later. Oh. 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 Does he get him? Does he get him? Does he get him? I'm not gonna lie, that Azir play looked kind of crazy. You don't know what the Ornn is. Push the wave, push the wave. Let's try to get these plates. Try to get first turret. Where is this Ornn? Boom, look at that. 649. First turret. And think about that. We'd still be knocking on that tower right now if it wasn't for that. You know, a little demolish proc. Big thing is about saving time, you know? Let's just save time so we could do other things. With the volatility of Akshan, you really have to, like, min-max some things. Oh, damn. Flash, E. Just get out of there. Nice. Don't know where the Azir's gonna go. Just get out. We do have TP if we need something. Ooh, big fight in the bot lane. Azir's such a crazy champ. I'm so happy he's getting another nerf. There's Jarvan W. Not too sure about this. Shen is still mid lane. We have to wait to see if they use any of their CDs so we could go in. Shen went bot. Not sure about going into that, buddy. Especially after that play earlier when we saw that he didn't want to help us. We're not just gonna jump in, right? We're gonna learn our lessons. You know, this guy will leave us. So I'm not gonna risk my potential scale for this guy. And we still have Q. Look at that wave clear. And now we have static. Boom. Big cooking. Big cooking. I really do like this build. I really do. Most Akshans really lean into the assassin, roamy playstyle, very Talon-esque marksman situation. But even with Quinn, I like to play a lane focused game. I like to get towers. I like to split. I like to bring whatever consistency I can to these champions where they're overall regarded as a 50-50 champ, feast or famine. And I like to try to find a way to keep that as consistent as I can. So I can lean into the feast, reduce the famine as much as I can. Now, I definitely not one-shotting people here, but I do feel it comfortable enough with squeezing in autos. You know, nice play here. Ooh, do we live? Oh, nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Little rusty. Little rusty. You have to give me a little break there, you know what I'm saying? But now we're on our 2-item core. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I think this is so strong. So, so strong. Movement speed, tankiness, spell shield. Like, I feel super protected. Super protected. And I'm telling you, the damage drop off isn't that crazy. If you're getting your collector or whatever like that, you lose a little bit of the crit. But I'm not even building a bunch of crit. So, why do I need that? Oh, this looks bad. Do we live? Do we live? We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Super good. But I'm telling you, the damage drop off isn't that crazy. It's not that crazy. Let's get it back in. Drag's coming up. So yeah, how's Akshan doing? I think he feels alright. I definitely miss like old Kraken, Bork, on hit Akshan, but Riot doesn't like that. Definitely have to play on the outside of this fight. Let's look for the ADC. Looking for squishies. Nice. Now look at the spell shield we got from that Sona ultimate. We're still going. We're still going. I hate that. That's a bug. If you look back, you can see my cursor's on the right side, but it goes left. It's the nature of our champion. We have to deal with this. Come on, come on. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice root there on the Sona. We finish up. Not too bad. He's a little bit off today, but like I said, we have been playing a lot of Quinn, but we miss our boy. We love our boy. Depending on how we feel about the build, we might keep going it. We might keep trying some other stuff, but I think it's good. Like, look at this tower. This is bye-bye. This is going away. 850. It saves us a few seconds. This Misfortune. I think you're overstepping a little, Buckaroo. Auto into the E. Boom, boom, boom. Flat. Get out of here. Let's E away. Wonderful. So clearly it's not, our damage isn't gone. We're not going full tank Akshan here. So at this point, nothing's really deviated. Now we're getting a little bit more tankiness. We're going to get into the Hull Breaker. And talking about Hull Breaker really quickly, I think it's a super misunderstood item. Oh, nice play here by the Shen. I think we can get something here. Nice. Now look at that, the spell shield. Auto. Nice. Here comes a Shen. Beautiful. Now a little bit of teabag, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you look back at that fight, you'll see the spell shield was clutch. I think we would have just died if we didn't have the tankiness and that extra passive, because it just straight up ate the knockup from the Ornn ult. Able to let us keep on going and reposition, get on the Misfortune, and kill her. If not, I think we would have been knocked up into their ultimate and just straight up died. But instead, we get a little clippy clip. Not bad. But again, I really do think Hullbreaker, what is this guy doing? It's super misunderstood, because after your 4th or 5th auto attack on the same person, you're going to get that Hullbreaker damage. So you can still use that if you're auto attacking a lot. You're gonna get that on these champions and stuff as well. It's super good. Now, if you're playing something like a super big tank with no attack speed or anything, and you're not getting those rotations off, then you might be losing some damage. But oh my god, I'm definitely dead here. Oh, there's 3, 4, brother. I don't know if we're gonna live this. Please have a plant. Please have a plant. There's no plant. All right. Hull breaker. We got a little bit of penetration now. So we still want to do some damage. But we've gotten top turrets. Both of them. We've gotten bot side turret. And so we're kind of just moving around the map. Doing our thing. Now, in hindsight, I could have swapped to like a sweeper here. But playing topside with the TP. Nice. Q's right into the E. He knocked off my spell shield. Oh. I think we're dead. Oh. Better E, maybe I live that. Maybe. But I mean, look at these items. Definitely a little bit of a heat check there. Maybe we're just a little bit less on damage at the moment, but not much. I really should have recognized that. You know, it is a Sona. She has heals and shields and movement speed and whatever. And so her tankiness isn't just something you can see up front. You have to really be a little bit more, you know, intuitive with it and realize that she's super annoying. Oh, he missed his ultimate into a wall. He's trolling. Okay, alright guys, careful. You know, I'm dead. We do have TP to get into this. Oh man, I hate Azir. Maybe we could get a cleanup here. Oh, we got the Sona again. Oh, beautiful. Wow, our Q went through everyone. Big E. Big E. Let's try to stay in there for the stun. Nice, he got it. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let me get this ultimate here, man. Let me get this ultimate here, man. He's going to take it. Ah, it's fine. Not bad. 10 and 4. 1,300 gold. We're cooking. I really do believe in this playstyle. I really do. I really do. I think... What? Brother, the W? Exactly. Where's the W? Yeah, that killed me. Where's the Shen W? Yo, he did it on purpose, bro. Anyway, there's a little bit of the crit, not so much. I think you need like, you know, like 2-3 items of crit, but it's all right. You might get some here. We definitely push it back. We have everything we need to be a split pusher, and now I can start really going into that damage. We could go LDR into IE or whatever else we need. Still trying to figure out the next couple items, but I don't want to go too tanky. You know, the build isn't to go too tanky. You know. Big fight here. Now, our ult isn't the best ult of the game, so I don't mind just chucking it for, like, vision. Just to, you know, maybe make the other team be a little nervous. Nice E here. Let's go. Nice. Nice. Very nice. A little blue buff there. I'm surprised I'm not going to take that. Let's get the wave in. Okay, Mr. Cannon, hello. We're not going to try to get that cannon, buddy. Oh, look at this tower. Look at this tower. What tower? What tower? I'm an ADC, brother. Okay. What an E. Wow, what an E. Very nice. That's a little deep there, buckaroo. Let's get this inhib. Wow, we destroyed that turret. Pretty much like one rotation. try to get out of here. Ooh, he's dead. That boy dead. Let's help Buddy out with this bloom. Honestly, besides that one play where the Echo was acting kind of crazy, didn't want to help me, left me to die, almost ruined the game, and my mental. Most important part. He's been playing pretty alright. Damage drop off isn't too crazy. Now look at this. I mean, we're level 17, right? But goddamn. The thing about playing top lane is I'm going to have a lot of 1v1 situations. I'm not going to get ganked that much. Support's not going to be here. The enemy and mine, sapping XP. We're huge. Okay, Mr. Azir. I'm a little scared of this guy because he does some things. Okay. Double auto into the Q, into the E. Oh, trying to get that R off there. We're back in the fight. Very, very nice. Nice E there. I love the E's on this champion. So much fun. I really do. Definitely one of my favorite champs. He's like a blend of... Oh, this is awful. Can we turn it? A blend of all of my characters that I love. A little bit of Quinn, some Camille, some Lucian, and made a baby. Beautiful. Yeah, that's right. Oh, my whole team is trolling. Big game all around. Big game all around. I mean, some slight nuances make all the difference. Big E, can we keep swinging for the disrespect? We can. Game-winning disrespect E. Love it. I think the Cole's big for the build. PTA's great. Super, super nice. I hope you guys like the build. Something different, different playstyle. I really like it. I really like it. We got pro mode. We haven't been playing on this account too much, but we're trying to climb it. Pretty chill. Look at that. Most damage. We didn't even build necessarily damage. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Peace.